Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. So I'd like to start today off by really something that we've never really taken a look at, and that is actual leaders. So at the moment we do have General Oberst Franz Halder as the Chief of Staff, basically, of the Oberkommando der Herr, or der Hess. I can't remember which one it is, der Herr or der Hess. I think it's der Hess. Anyway, if we take a look at his ratings here. Politically, quite low. Morale, quite low. Initiative, quite low. Admin is pretty good. Now, if I can get something up here. So, what these do then. So, morale rating... right, political rating first. The political rating affects the cost to replace the leader, as well as the probability the leader will be promoted for victories or dismissed for defeats. Now, if he was a lower level commander, like a corps commander, and he had only 3 political skill, he would be lucky to receive a promotion, but he would be quite likely to be dismissed for a lot of defeats. And then we move on to morale. The morale leads rating is used to determine unit combat value in battle, determining win-loss credit, adding or recovering fatigue in the unit's ground elements, and rallying routed units. Initiative. The initiative leader rating is used for determining the actual number of movement points the unit will have during the turn. The ability of ground elements to fire and hit during combat, the ability to support units and combat units in reserve status commit to a battle, and the ability to reduce casualties by turning a low odds hasty attack into reconnaissance in force, which is rather interesting. To have a lower rating at the OKH level is not so good, as how it works is basically, let's see, let's look for a corps. Okay, so the LV corps, they make their checks. So let's see, a division attached to this corps command enters into battle. The leader of this actual corps, of this division I should say, do we not have divisional level commanders? Oh, that's a shame. But anyway, well, I'll go to the corps command then. So, General Erwin Weinrow. So, you can see his ratings are decent. Now, mechanized not very good, infantry he's okay at. So this value is added to everything in terms of combat, and basically, if there's a command nearby, a high-level command, those stats are added to it as well. So by being close to the actual OKH here, he's benefiting from the actual abilities of the commander here. So what we will do then is, I was looking, and we are going to, well, we have a few candidates to replace him with. So his dismissal is quite cheap, but we do have a few candidates. I think the one I favour chiefly would be General Field Marshal von Kluge. The reason being his political is 9, which is it's not too good. I mean, it would mean that his promotions are very likely. It's going to be difficult to get him out there, but once I replace him, I don't think I want to again. Morale very good, initiative very good, and administrative very good, which is something that we need at the high-level command. Now, mechanized not so good, infantry quite good, air and naval the same as the others. The mechanized is a little bit lower, but then again, we do have the mechanized commanders in the field that are, well, there for that. Now, he is the commander of the 4th Army. Well, we had von Rundstedt as the commander of Army Group South, or we have General Field Marshal Fyodor von Bock, who is unassigned right now. And you can see here, under his leadership, we had 565 victories over 190 defeats. Under von Rundstedt, 659 victories, 337 defeats. Under von Kluge, 253 victories and 92 defeats. So, we'll take a look at von Kluge, who is over here. So we have General Field Marshal Gunfor von Kluge. And he is quite the good-looking gentleman. You can see here he's quite expensive to dismiss. Let's see, if I was to dismiss him, right, so we have a large pool to choose from here. Quite large. Irritating, I can't sort by that. As we have General Field Marshals here, General Oberst, Generals. Right then, so we'll sort out the replacement of Halder, which is a good thing if it's quite cheap. So replace him with von Kluge. There we go. Alfred Schlemm has been promoted to the 4th Army. Now von Kluge takes command of OKH, which I hope will have a nice effect in the future. So our order of battle now then is General Field Marshal Gunfor von Kluge. I would like to hope that his administrative abilities will help to deal with the command point penalties. I don't know if that will apply. I'd like it to. We can only hope. I should check this beforehand to see if it had an immediate effect. But either way, we'll see who has taken over command of 4th Army. So we have General Alfred Schlemm, who's actually pretty good. He's not bad. Political, very nice. His ratings aren't too bad. Well, his combat ratings are fairly poor, actually. So I think I will have you replaced for somebody who is very good in the field, which is something I do like. Now, infantry ability here is very good. 22 victories, 3 defeats. 39 victories, 5 defeats. Though you're really assigned to the LVI Panzer Corps. Oh, that's von Manstein. I didn't actually look at that. Von Mackensen. Friedrich Paulus, the man responsible for actually planning the Operation Barbarossa. Well, Operation Otto before that. Let's see. Somebody unassigned would be quite nice, so then at least we're not taking a commander away from another command in the field. Yeah, I could even have General Field Marshal von Bock take control here, but that's lower command for somebody like him. Yeah, von Lieb over here. 512 victories, 207 defeats. It would be something of a insult to have him command an army. Well, then again, you know what I mean. I don't know. I liked him. He did very well for us. Adolf Strauss. His infantry rating is pretty decent. I might as well go with somebody who has a really good infantry rating, like General Albers Modal Walter. Walter Modal or Modal Walter. He does lead this corps, but we'll have him lead the 4th Army. There we go. He does look pretty spiffing. His infantry rating is very good. So we do need to have that command actually move closer to the front line, so that he can actually have his abilities apply. So there we go. We have made some command decisions here. I will make more in the future, as I understand the system more now, and it will have a greater effect, I would say. So, let's see. We'll start with the north first. We did make our movements over here, and we do have further men to try and secure this here. I have thought about it, and I have decided that, yes, going for this is by far the most important thing. If I go over there, I lose all movement, but here I could then go into the city after cutting that rail line. We could go here, or we could go to Volgoda. I think going to Volgoda would be a better idea, as I'm not too far away from armored support, which is good. Right, actually we're going to complete the encirclement over here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it so forces are prevented from reaching them. Let's see. I would like to go towards Gorky soon. Right, there we go. Now we have the Panzer Regiment. And the SS Motorized Brigade. So, that's 3 armoured corps trapped in there, a cavalry corps, and an AT brigade. Obviously, they're not going to be at full strength, but we'll destroy them anyway, and then we can move on towards Gorky. That's the plan here. Right, move that command. Okay, that works out slightly. Okay. They can retain their fuel for the moment. Now let's see, if I move you there... Right, for the moment we'll have assigned, have you assigned to that corps nearby. At least then we can actually get something flown into that headquarters, which works for me. We do have this Panzer Division and the corps headquarters. The Panzer Division could move on over to here and possibly surround these forces. The issue is, well, the good thing is once we do cut this rail line, they can't have any reinforcements come from this area. They must come from all the way over here. Though they can have forces sent from Gorky, which does reduce the distance they have to travel somewhat, but they still have to go that way. That rail line is cut off from the moment, for the moment, from the rest of the Soviet Union, besides along this path here. So at least that is good. Well, kind of helps us. Okay. You do have 105% fuel. Let's see, what can you do? You could go around, but we need to go through, basically. Okay. Let's move his headquarters back here for the moment. Now, if I was to split you up, we could surround them there. We are going to make the move over here to Volgoda to begin with. There we go. So Volgoda has been captured, the rail line has been cut here, here, and here, which is good. So we'll relax inside the city and hold up there for the moment. Okay. So we need something here that we could cut off these forces. So let's see. If I was to move here perhaps and then push that unit out of the way, that could be doable. I do have these forces here. They could do much the same as well. I think if we try to surround these forces here and just completely surround the forces sent to respond to us in the entire area, then we could really hurt them. I don't know if I'd be able to do a proper encirclement here, but we could probably do something. I mean, if needed, I could punch through here. What do we have here? The Guard Rivals Corps. But the thing is, I'd like to surround all of these forces, and it's not too difficult. I just need something to get around. Let's see. The rail engineers have moved up as far as they can. Same over here, as far as they can, more or less. And we do have the infantry support. I do need to move the airfields, actually. Let's see. So I'll have rails up to here soon. I mean, that's pretty impressive that we're actually covered by rails all the way out there. That's really impressive. They are more than likely going to be cut off unless we do something dramatic to encircle these other forces here, which I think I can do. That would increase the amount of men that we can capture in the turn after, and making the operation far more successful and easy. What we need to do then is continue to push up here. We will have the Finnish forces begin to push down. We need to make it as difficult as possible for these forces to retreat. But once the rail lines are down, which they are now down, that's it. They can't move via rail, so they can't move very quickly. They're going to have to move by their own power, and therefore they're going to have to use fuel, they're going to have to use their own supplies, which is going to increase the logistical demand placed upon the Red Army's logistical system. And benefit me more. Right. Okay, so I could make it to there if I was to go that way. It seems like that city is actually held. I could figure that out if I was to move this force over here. Which I think I will. Okay, no, the city is not actually held. That's good to know. So we've captured Kostroma. Okay, so Kostroma has been captured. That means I can actually go through a lot nicer now. The issue here is the crossing of the rails. Crossing of the river line, I should say. So what we'll do then is... I don't have any infantry power here. I do have these panzers, 100% fuel, 100% fuel. They're at 105, 85, 98. Fuel isn't so plentiful. These panzers have the most at 114%. These panzers here, by not having to go too far, they should be able to retain a decent amount of fuel inside their reservoirs. So they should be ready for action against Gorky in the turn after, should things go well enough. We do have the army command over here, which I shall move up. There we go. Plenty of arses over here, so I'm going to move up this command too. There we go. We'll deal with the Partisans soon. I could move up this air cover, or this air power over to here. Which would be good, but we'll use our transports first before we do anything like that. So let's see. Right, that's that core. We'll use this core to try and get around then. So here I'd have 32 points. I think this one's going to find it the most difficult to move. I might be able to knock them out of the way. Damn. I should have just left that cavalry corps in there. Oh, well, that opens up a little bit of space for us. So at the moment you can see here that, yeah, these forces are already out of supply. So as we actually move forces up over here, we'll be able to do that. The issue is obviously just going to make all these forces start moving towards the east, but as we push up here, we should be able to block them off and prevent them from breaking out, and therefore destroy an entire front in one fell swoop. Okay. Kind of backfired on me, actually. I'll use the motorized, as the motorized is going to be the smallest application of force. Right, so hopefully they move here. Oh, they do that. That's not good. Okay, that's better. Right, that's better. Not much better, but better. Alright, so we'll use these panzers. See, I lose a lot of movement there. If I go here, I just need to be able to get around them. So I could get to about there. I just need to get around these units here. Right, so we'll use you. You'd have 18 here, 9 there. So we'll use you over here then. Really? Right, here's your command. Not good. 28 here. Right, we use a full attack. God damn it. That's ridiculous. The amount of force that took. Okay. So at least they're now within command. That may have been a bad idea. I might as well just gone through there. We'll see. Either way, we'll be able to possibly surround them in the turn after. I was hoping to be able to get through them. But it's this really that's preventing that. The zone of control. We do have this corridor that's open though, so that's something at least. I could try to go through them here. Which I think I shall. Interesting. Right, hit that hard. LVI. Odd. See, I'm using a lot of fuel here. I quite regret this movement. Oh well. Once it does work, it will work. If I move here, I might be able to get around. I need something here. I mean, we are getting close here. If we can just break something here, then that's it. They would be in swamps, wouldn't they? Finally. Right. I could make it to there. Oh, just one more. That's all I needed. It's always how it goes, isn't it? What the heck are you under command of? Ah, right, okay. That's always going to be quite bad. We'll have you change commands then. So fuel levels are quite low, but we should have enough next turn to secure what we need anyway, so that's fine. I was hoping to be able to get through and surround them. But we do have a lot of success over here. Right, yeah, okay. Ah. Yeah, that's the core that... Well, that's the issue here. I mean, the thing I've got to worry about now as well is that they get called out. Right, what we'll do then is we'll use this Latvian SS. Alright, now they can move through. There we go. Right, that should work out quite nicely. I didn't realise I could have used those infantry if I'd checked. That's what you get for not doing things in the same session. So there's only one more here. I mean, this rail line has been cut. What I could do is I could do that, which does cut that rail line. Ultimately prevents them from retreating in any sort of quick manner. So at least we do have that. You're completely out of fuel now, pretty much. But they shouldn't be able to reach us too quickly anyway to capture the city back once more. And we can keep on pushing here. So that's our movement there, successful. So, I mean, Trident has been successful in the north here. At least it will be potentially next turn. Yeah, I just need to keep pushing here. I mean, it's this rail line that's supplying them right now. So I need to push up onto this rail line. Which is quite difficult. So it's really quite far back where it's connected to Kirov. Okay. I'm just going to have to use a lot of fuel over here then. Fuel here is 10. Okay. So we'll fly fuel out to that motorized division. To Totenkopf. Right, 90 tons of fuel. Buys them about 52% fuel. That's not bad. The good news is we can fly fuel out unmolested here. Right, have that dropped at the actual Panzer Corps. That ain't good. They'll just have to do for the moment. They can draw some supply and fuel from the city over here, so that's something at least. So we have captured quite a number of cities then in this operation so far. I mean, Yaroslavl, Ivanovo, Kostroma, and then Volgoda. So that's 4 cities gone there, on top of everything they've already lost. Right, so we need an operation in the center here to distract attention and make it even harder for them to get to the north. I mean, this is the issue here, the amount of defenses. We need an opening here so we can try and get around these forces. The easiest place would be here, as we can dive into their second line, which is just made up of bloody aircraft, and disrupt them quite nicely. They do have some reserves over here, which is quite annoying. See, we could potentially get round here, and then meet a link up here. But the issue is the terrain. Okay. Let's see, do I have any more air power to assign? Do you have some reconnaissance? Oh well, might as well use it. And let's do another reconnaissance run then while we have the opportunity. Okay, so that position's very weak. The good news is we do have the infantry very close. Right. Fortification level is 0 here, so that's good. Taking a look at the actual positions, it would probably be the best to push here as the armor is here in this location. I could potentially hit them here with the AT, where the AT and rifle divisions are, potentially using more infantry. And then the Großdeutschland and the 29th Motorized Division could potentially sneak on by here, surround these forces at Riazan. Taking Riazan as well would be nice, as there's a lot of fuel and supply there. And it prevents the usage of that rail, which is not connected to anything, so it's not a very important rail. I mean, Saransk would be the most important. I have checked here, if we were to move from Stalingrad, we could make it to just outside Saratov. Which I don't have any information on. Right, so there's some HQs around here. So it might even be worthwhile to move to Saratov. I don't think we'd be able to capture the city. If we could capture the city, I'd move there immediately. But there looks to be HQs there. But the thing is, it's a very important rail hub, in fact. I mean, these are the important... Well, this and this, they're quite important rail hubs. But I could cut a lot of rails as I was going along. Okay. We'll start at the flank then, I think. Now, Romanian forces here. We'll actually start down here then. So we do have extra forces on their way. For the shock army that is going to crash through at Rostov area. Have them assigned. Oh, they're actually under Romanian headquarters now. Oh well. Change that in a few moments. Now, the core I'm looking for... Right, IX. There we go, so it's going to cost us 3 admin points. And the thing is, we're not going to have enough vehicles this turn. Well, this turn after. But I'm hoping the Soviets will have lost a lot of vehicles too. Okay, that's a lot of power there. General Lieutenant. I may dismiss you and replace you. Okay, now this level is much easier. Somebody with a high admin rating too would be quite nice. Right, you're already assigned, which is obviously Erich von Manstein. We do have you though. I mean, you do have good infantry. Morales are fairly low, however. You're decent. I mean, admin is a little bit lower than Volta-Wiss. Excuse me. We do have a Volta Nimring. He's unassigned as well. His morale is 7. Initiative is 7. His morale is 8. He's very likely to be promoted. His mechanized is good. His infantry is good. It's not as good as Ves, but I generally. No, actually, yeah, we'll go with Ves. There we go. General Lieutenant. Okay, so let's see. We do have an opening in their line here, which is rather interesting. We do have this Romanian infantry group here. It's actually quite strong. I think it's a... It's not a guard. Oh no, this is German. That's why. Okay. That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. What we'll do then is we'll use Romanian infantry to help push them. Perhaps. I could probably do it with one force. One division could probably push that. What do you have in this? You have a lot of actual support. That's actually quite a decent amount. Alright, we'll push them here. Yep, we had a reserve too. Not enough. That's a shame. We'll try you with a full attack. You might have some... Yep, there we go. We have the Romanian forces committed there, and they still hold. Okay. Use them both together. Bloody hell. That is crazy. That's actually pretty crazy that they held throughout all that. Right, we're forced to use this then. Irritating, really? Alright, good there across the river. Here we go, we're going to make our breakthrough. No way. Can't believe that. Okay. Good news is I can practically get around there. I should be able to cut that off. If I hit that brigade there, we could surround Rostov. And cut Rostov off from the actual supply lines. I think I need these towns. I'm not entirely sure. I know you need 3 towns around Rostov and Rostov itself, so we're not going to be able to gain that new headquarters straight away. Okay. So I could move across, or I could move over here, which I'll move here. Oh, hello. Sweet. Hit them there. What do we have here then? 26 army, see if we can knock them. Nope. Okay, so we do have our breakthrough over here. Now what I could do is I could use 1st Panzer to break through down here. Which I think I might do, actually. Considering that to the north, there's really not much that I could do. And I could almost make it down here. If I made it to this area here, we could surround Rostov. Or we might be able to surround these forces here too, if we're lucky. See, this is where having Romanian forces would have been handy, because I could have used them to just cover the front line. I mean, I could still cover the front line by breaking these divisions up. That is true. And I could spread Romanian forces out even further. Alright, let's see. We do, of course, have these men too. Which does increase our power. Right, we'll use them as the battering ram then. Okay, so you could move up there. Not enough to make a full attack, but you could help. Okay. Going to need extra forces, we have to break through there. I mean, already we do have an opportunity. Again, if I was to hit that, that'd probably be enough, but I can't break through that. Right. Together that should be enough. Bloody hell. Good. Now, if I push them across the river, I can break through. I mean, I could go here. Oh, this is where the shock army is in the 4th shock army. Interesting. So, yes, I could push them back here, which is more difficult and not as likely to succeed. Or I could push them, which is much more likely to succeed. But then I still have that in the way, where if I push that across the river, it's much easier to move. Hmm. I guess I could give it a go, but I'll give them some extra support. So give them a Stug Battalion of Panzerjäger Battalion. Wow, that is really locking in, just lacking. Oh! Whoa, that is a lot of construction battalions. Holy shit, what? Holy shit. They are lacking so much there, though. We need some more support in that core. I doubt I'd have enough to change it. No, I don't. Okay, we'll try and break through here. No. Still have a chance to break that. Should have done this to begin with. Well, this is it. We can now... Wow, we could actually really bring this out. Okay. Let's have Slovakian mobile. Alright, what we'll do then is we'll spread these forces out. Shit. There we go. Didn't mean to do that. Also B. We do have the river line to help us. Oh, for fuck's sake. I mean, I could have more troops assigned to this, so I will have to do that soon. I could have infantry move from the 1st Panzer Army under that corps command over there, which would work quite nicely. Yeah, these corps need to be worked out too. Okay, looking for third. Interesting. And this is it, I've been lacking in terms of core headquarters down here the first. Alright, so we'll split you up into brigades, see what you could do. As brigades, you couldn't quite manage it fully. I don't know if you'd need to manage it fully, however. Okay, let's see. Start from the south. Then again, if I take that, then... let's see. Okay, that'll show away that headquarters. Right. Okay, that's better. What do we have here then in that town? A little bit of supply. Importantly, I'm trying to connect up here. Let's see, can I burst through here? And I do have this as well, which is quite nice. Let's see if I can break through. Really? Wow, Italian forces suck dick. Oh well. If I break that rail line, at least they can't get as close. And this is it. Do I go as far as I can out and use a lot of fuel? At least by taking this. Alright. I could always move there. I do have that town there too. Okay, so need to get the rest. I could use this to help keep them encircled. But it's not really these guys who are the problem, because they're kind of contained. It's these are the problem. Okay, so we'll split you up. Let's move here. Yeah, there we go, that's awesome. That makes it so much easier now. Oh dear. Oh, don't tell me I've just done that. Right, thank God. If I take that position across the river, then they're doomed. Yeah, this is going to suck because obviously of all that. But we're just going to have to manage for the time being. Make it work, and then I'll have to reassign all these guys in the following turn. But if we can cut off all of those forces, I'll be happy. In fact, you know what? I could almost make it home. I don't know if I want to do that. Then again, when does the Leibstaater of Hitler withdraw? It will withdraw soon, so 2 turns. We'll see what happens in 2 turns. So if they're about to withdraw, what I'll do is probably just send them all the way up to Saratov. Okay, look for 3rd. Okay, at least they can pull off a really good thing. Right. Oh, it's not even 3rd, fuck. No, let's just make it so it's like a tight pocket. And this is really an inefficient way to do something. If it works, it works. Hmm. Now I'm going to have to ask you guys to forgive me for doing something so horrifically, well, horrifically awful. I mean, the issue is I just don't have, like, admin points to do anything anymore now, so it's all over. But if it works, it works. And I really hope it works. I reserve. I mean, I'd say the weakest part is... Well, I mean, this is okay down here. This is really okay. We do have these forces here, so if we put them on reserve, and they could go even deeper. And they could practically go so deep as to connect up with Stalingrad. Which, in all honesty, I think I might want to do. I think I should rescue these guys. Yeah. I think we'll rescue them. I mean, at the moment, I could still hold on to Stalingrad, but holding on to Stalingrad doesn't do anything for me. Catch a bit of fuel there. I mean, these men have been cut off for the longest time. But now they are finally back in, well, friendly territory-ish. Stalingrad has just been reduced to nothing, though. Besides that city, though, it's massive. Only 15 population there now. Well, this is it. I suppose. I mean, I didn't even set out for Case Blue, but we practically have Case Blue, so Case Blue, everybody. I was envisioning a supporting attack this way, but oh well. Let's try to encircle these forces here then. So. Okay. Make an attack here. Interdicted. One should be able to do that, really. Yeah. Oh boy, looks like we have a army command over here, the 57th Army. Okay, we have our breakthrough too. Right. There we go. So those motorized forces could now move on, should I need them to, which I will need them to. I can form that division back up and have plenty more men to push. But we have our opening here. Yeah, I like that. Right. I don't know how it's going to pan out, really. I mean, there's a lot of forces here, so it's going to be very difficult to be able to make our way through them. So what we're going to try and do is head over north, I think. Yeah, I mean, I could punch through here. That's fairly certain. Okay. Yeah, even with 109% fuel, they can't go. But they could do that. So that's what we need to do. Right, let's dislodge this position here. Holy shit. Oh, nice. Forgot about that. Okay, yep, that'd work. that way. Let's see. And there's still all the Italian forces to move. I mean, the safest one would be that, because then that means I have to use less men. Holy shit. Damn. Jeez. And this is it, we are doing our major armoured breakthroughs, which is going to be... It's a one-time thing, really, for the moment, due to the fact that once we run out of this fuel, then that's the fuel we built up over a long time gone. But, I mean, we have managed to actually reconnect with our forces from Stalingrad, so those forces are now free after how many months of being in Stalingrad? I mean, they survived because of the manufacturing capabilities still within the city. Wow. Each settlement kind of produces supplies. And a little bit of fuel, I guess. Not too much, but they were there a long time. We did fly some fuel and supplies in as well. I mean, the thing is, they're not going to be using a huge amount of supplies, as they're not in combat. When they were in combat, they definitely were. I mean, let's see here. Yeah, their counter's unready, so these forces would be destroyed, really. We'll see, they might be able to escape, or they'll route into our own lines. In the 11th Panzer Division. Right, unit. Actually, if we go to... let's go by... battles... units... 1... Obviously these high-level commands. Right, division. Okay. So in the Leibundstadt, Adolf Hitler has won 20 battles, they've never lost a battle. Totenkopf has won 15 and lost 5. Right, see. AFVs. 11th Panzer Division. There we go, 11th Panzer Division. Yeah, so they've won 24 battles and never lost a battle. Which is good. I mean, once the... well, okay. Once the formation's actually made ready again, they should actually be okay. I mean, they've lost a lot of morale. Well, they have won a lot of battles. And to say that they still have that much morale is incredible. These pioneers as well. Bloody hell, can you imagine being in Stalingrad for that amount of time? Okay. I think we'll encircle these troops here then. I think that's the best thing to do, as it's the easiest thing to do, and it's certainty rather than uncertainty. That end as well, it really allows us to just completely annihilate the Soviet center lines. And the best thing to do would be to try and get through here, but as I don't have anything really here, and the 1st Panzer Army has obviously been committed to this around Rostov. I mean, this around Rostov, if it is indeed successful, we can destroy these troops, and then I can take Rostov and gain myself another army group headquarters. Therefore, I'll be able to really reduce the amount of demand on our headquarters in the south, which is superb. This will help to destroy the Soviet center line. I mean, there's frankly not much here. They're going to find it difficult to replace the losses here, and respond, of course, to the different breakthroughs in the north and in the south. So a center breakthrough, which we already have, is going to be difficult for them to answer. And we can fill this up with infantry, hopefully. Destroy these troops. Destroy these troops. Destroy troops in the south, in the north, and just completely devastate the Red Army's order of battle. And the thing is, they already don't have enough troops to fill out the table of equipment for most units, so destroying even more manpower is going to be good. You can see here at the moment, they should be at 466, so they're at 456 at the moment. In terms of what we've captured 1,419 manpower. So we are getting closer halfway there. I mean, with Gorky to fall soon enough, that's going to hurt them. And that's a lot of manufacturing in Gorky. And pretty much the biggest city, I think, they have potentially left. Oh no, Kazan's quite large too, so Kazan would be another target. 25. Chelyabinsk, 24. So it seems 25 is the largest population. Yeah. In 50 in Moscow. Well, 50 in that sector of Moscow, another 24 here. And 16 here. So that's a lot of population there. And probably some of it has fled too. Which is fairly impressive. Right. I think we'll break through here then. So we'll see where they end up. That's good. So if I break through here. Okay. Interesting. Okay, Ryazan has been captured. Then again, I like the concept of using the least amount of force to accomplish the most amount of things. So with that, 2 motorized divisions, I do have that sealed off. I need to make it last. So instead of using lots of panzers and the remaining force of the 2nd Panzer Army, I've been able to use those, so what we need to do then is make it last. Or make it hold. Hmm. So what I can do is I can move these men up. Then what I can do is I can probably move some panzers here, make sure that holds. So actually that might not have been a good idea. Okay, what we can do then is we can have that panzer force here. Yeah. We'll make sure it holds. It's not a great amount of fuel usage either, so that's good. I could even encircle these forces here, actually. Actually, in doing that, I should check to see if I could fill that first. Damn. Okay, that wasn't very smart. Got it? Really? Okay, wow. Well, at least it makes it easier on command. Right then. So control 9. Oh, sorry, shift 9. No, is it shift 9? Whoops. Don't know what that did. Did something. Oh, there we go. Control 9. Right, okay. So that second one's there. Trying to think what to do. I could go north and convert more rails here, but yeah, let's go over here then. Yeah, I can get more done here. And that's it, I mean, I can keep on moving then, which is awesome. So I can go straight up here. Right, reserve. So could go there, smash that away. I feel like I should probably do that. If I smash that away, then at least we're not worrying. It does use a little bit, but not too much. There we go. Yeah, they were routed. So now there we go. Is there something here? Let's see, if I use these for... well, actually, no. See where that goes. Okay, so that goes there. So that's technically cut off now. And I could go there and secure that part of the line. So we'll do that. Holy shit. Okay, can't do anything there, so we'll have to leave it as it is. But yeah, we have another encirclement over here, we have an encirclement there, and the south, yeah, in the north, almost. Really wish I could have got that, that would have been sweet. Would have been really, really sweet, but well, I'll have to just have to let go of that one, but we still have these troops here to destroy. These forces shouldn't be able to escape. Okay. We've done this in the north, so I need to keep on moving. I probably wasted a lot of fuel in certain areas by trying to achieve certain things, but well. I mean, this is a nice big encirclement. That's pretty tight, actually. They'll probably try to break through, but we'll see. I mean, they've got a lot of problems to respond to. Like, a lot of problems. Put some pressure on this here. Break through to the south. Aim of the game is to put pressure on them. Right, I can't break through here. Alright, can't have you reassigned. Right, at least I can make sure this holds. Shit. Ah, god damn it, really? Right, in fact... ah! We'll connect with these rail lines here. Make it harder for the Partisans to destroy them. Now, if only if they could move, that would connect them up, but well. I mean, yeah. Have another connection here between north and south, and that would be rather nice. It would make sure that they're just much harder to break. There's been a lot achieved so far. Right. So many. We'll have that assigned to the actual army headquarters then. I just can't believe how many of that actually is here that I've just completely neglected. Well, neglected. I mean, to be honest, I could have them reassigned, so what I'll do is, in the future, we'll have them work now, but then what I'll do is I'll recall them and have them move, I don't know, somewhere probably like over here would have been good. Kind of regret not doing that now, actually. Now I think about it, oh well. Alright, let's deal with the Partisans. Deal with these arses. Still have these men to move. Air London division has been withdrawn. There we go, so we have even more forces in this area now. And this is the most amount of men that we've had in this area for a long time. And for now, well, for us to actually be able to do something offensively is amazing. I mean, remember like in the previous year, when there's just a sea of units, sea of brigades. Really very little partisan activity in the south. A lot of it in the north, but it's not too bad. And nothing that the SS cavalry can't deal with. Now here's where it gets complicated. Right, let's see what we have. Let's send north then. I do need security divisions around this area. Well, over here, actually. So we'll start moving them up. Would most likely, well, most definitely be good. Right, Rovno. Right, there we go. So every city in the south is pretty much held, barring that one. Sweet. And these, obviously, but we're not going to be guarding them. As we do have a number of cities that do need to be garrisoned now. These ones need to be garrisoned. These forces here, before I forget. Now then. Where do we want these divisions? I feel like I have too many men, which is really not natural for the German player. I mean, a strengthening of this push here would be great. But if I send even more men up this way, then at least we can keep on pushing up this. Okay. Right over here. Let's put some pressure. Under pressure! Awesome. At least you can capture some fuel. The first Finnish armor division. Actually, keep you there, then at least you're close to the rail. So that's good. Got some pressure building there. In these armored forces can move through the swamps now down here. Right. Oh, okay. That sucks. You should be able to make it back anyway. Or not. Right, so as Partisans dealt with, more or less, besides that one. Which is really far out there. Yeah, we'll just let that one slide. I mean, it's doing a lot of damage in that area. Like, quite a lot of damage. But we'll make do. We'll make do. Not much else to do, but make do. Ooh. Right, then we'll begin to move Italian forces. Oh. What, do I just not have, like, rail here or something? Or does it not have that capacity? Oh, you can't move. Right, we'll move them all at the same time. I don't like doing things piecemeal. I don't know, not enough. Yeah, it's going to be difficult to get the Italian forces there, and they're not going to be too useful, but, I mean, it's just extra men. At the end of the day, that's what we need. So we have made part of our line weaker. We have really stretched our hands out there, trying to grasp something that we may not be able to hold on to. But, feeling fairly confident in it. That it may, in fact, work. God damn it. Alright, it's already on. Yep, they've moved about as far as they can. Alright, nothing much left then. Obviously this is a mess. No, not fuel. There we go. Yeah, Crimea is going to be interesting. I mean, if we keep on pushing, we might be able to make it down here to cut Crimea off completely. And the issue is I'd have to take every other port to cut Crimea off, but we can make it very difficult for them to have enough supply, so that's good. As for this, these forces are quite far off supply, so are my own, but we need to keep on pushing and then need to take this. With the amount of men that I'm committing over here, it should be possible, and I need to be able to just get here. We'll see. I'm hoping that the truck demand will be absolutely insane for the Soviets. So we'll go forward here. Probably missed a lot of things, but I'd like to get this done. I know I've not really had much time to record at present, so we'll just get on with it this turn. Well, this session, I should say. Bum 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 bum. The good news is we have surrounded a lot of potential forces for the Red Army to respond with. So that's good. I mean, these rifle corps here, I mean, there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rifle corps in here. Tank corps, I think is... Yeah, it's a tank corps here. And then that's a guard corps. Then there's a division, guards division, and then whatever the hell's under there. So, that alone is a lot of forces that has been denied to them. I'm going to be extremely interested to see how they reply. Wow, that interdiction. Yep. That's it. A lot of headquarters moving about here. The interesting thing is these headquarters are in range of being interdicted, which is really quite nice. Airfield's been interdicted. Okay, in that area they have jack shit. The thing is, they'll probably withdraw from Crimea, so this might be my chance to actually enter into Crimea, which would be superb. I could try to capture Sevastopol, capture another main port. But then the Hungarians could clear through Sevastopol and reinforce our push. It does seem as though they are abandoning Crimea, which is superb. Indeed. So I can march into Crimea hopefully next turn. Yeah, need to secure that. It should be doable perhaps with the limited amount of fuel that we have. We'll have to see. At least we're not in too much danger of being cut off. Which is what I like. Yeah, look at that vehicle pool here. That's hurt them. That's hurt them really quite badly. Good thing is we have positions that we can try and capture next turn. It needs to be a cascade of envelopments. Right. Fuck, they broke out of that, but that's okay. Right, they're withdrawing. They're losing a lot of planes here. Like a huge amount of planes to interdiction. They've recaptured Reassignment. Oh, Reassignment. Well, that's okay. Got to be interested to see how many planes they've lost this turn. And the amount of forces being interdicted is really good. Losing a few bombers there. Yeah, quite a lot of bombs there. There's the lack of escorts there. Shit. Stop interdicting them. God damn it. Christ, I lost a lot of bombers there just from them being interdicted due to the lack of fighter cover available. So I don't know why they went out. Bum bada bum. Bum bum bada bum. Bum 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 bada dum. I imagine their land attacks are going to start soon. But the fact is they've moved a lot of forces. From what I can gather, it doesn't seem as though they're interested in too much of a counteroffensive. Nah, still more interdictions. And this is nice. I mean, they're going to probably retake Stalingrad, but that's okay. That ain't good. I really was counting on them to retreat towards our line, not away from it. So I probably... Oh, fuck it. And that's what we call a porous pocket. If it doesn't work, we can always re-establish it. Yeah, they lost a lot of men there. I mean, the thing is, because they're not isolated as such, they're not going to be in too much of a hurry to run. Good day, hell. So I still have some time. I just need to focus on cutting that rail line to the far north. If I can cut that one, then they are completely gone. But to be honest, by the time I can cut that, they'll probably be isolated anyway. So what I should do, instead of trying to move up towards that rail, is I should try to move towards the actual Red Army. Put more distance between them and actual supply by having my zone of control there. I mean, not every pocket is going to work. I don't know if many of the larger pockets will work. I hope the one in the south does work. That is the one I'm kind of relying on. I don't think it'll work. Probably won't work, but... oh well. We can always re-establish it in the turn after. We're not going to be doing much in the way of movement anyway. So I can accept that. Bum bum. Right, I've abandoned Rostov, so that's good. I can take Rostov. Still holding for the moment. For the moment, I say. Yeah, they're falling back. I mean, I want Gorky. I do have that there, so that's good. Right, it's broken that there. As long as that remains. I don't think it's going to stay like that. I doubt it. If they'd retreated there, that would have been secure. Okay, it's gone black. Please let this be the end of the turn. That'd have been nice. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, it's doing something. Better not have fucking crashed. That'd been annoying. Let's give it time then. Okay. Right, now they're moving. Yeah, so they're going to break out this pocket. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, don't get too excited. Do not get too excited. Let's see what has actually happened first before we can declare that pocket in the south a success. But I mean, the massive amount of movement this turn has really been trailblazing. It's been a long time since we made such a mass movement, since we passed the embarkation line in June 22nd. Well, on June 22nd, 1941. Leningrad has fallen. Moscow has fallen. Let's see. Air losses, yeah. Wow. I mean, we lost a lot of bombers there. Let's take a look at the situation. I can't even believe that managed to hold. Oh. How are they not isolated then? Ah, it's a fucking port, isn't it? Fuck! Ah, that's irritating. But at least I can make this pocket hold properly now. Ah, that's irritating, isn't it? Wow, they really have just abandoned those positions in Crimea. I mean, those really well-fortified positions that we just literally had zero chance of going through. They've abandoned them. I mean, I can use my Hungarian armoured and roll right up in here. Rostov can be captured. I just need that town there, and then we should be able to gain access to another headquarters. But the Leifenstadt of Hitler is actually active. Well, available. I mean, bloody hell, have they just received like 3,000 replacements? Well, they're actually available for proper action now. Bloody hell, look at that movement. Yep, that worked. So this pocket worked here. This pocket worked. I mean, these forces are technically cut off. Yeah, see all these extra forces that are arriving now. This is what I was talking about. Yeah, now they're pulling back from the front line to some degree. I do have a decent amount of fuel here, so at least I can push on up. Can't really push on up here. But if we move infantry, then we can make it to this rail line. I mean, I make it to this rail line, it's pretty much over. Ooh, way up. Oh, yeah. And the important thing here is we could have a link up and completely seal this pocket. So that is definitely on the cards here. Move that way. Yep. I can seal these forces here. And it's a shame that these escaped, but we'll be able to destroy them next turn. I don't even know if Gork is defended. Okay. Yeah, the Rosina is looking more and more open. I can destroy these forces. Get them some morale. Damn, I wish those forces went on reserve. Ah, well. I go take them. Okay, so rifle corps and guard rifle. Okay. I need to get rid of these men. Damn it. Okay. So I mean, from those encirclements, that's 154,000 troops gone for the Red Army. It's been a long time since we've had over 100,000 men removed from that order of battle. So that's really, really going to hurt them. Still have more men to destroy. Wow, that is really irritating that that just happened. Wow, that's really, really irritating. Ah, well, we'll have to make do. One of those will be able to do that. Or not. No, we have our connection now. Okay, we'll use the infantry over here. Damn it. Right. Use you. Okay. There's a lot of partisans. I mean, if I'd been able to take that port of Azov, that would have been even more men down here. But I can make this hold no problem now. Need to cut these forces off here. And that was a little bit ambitious. I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh well. But that's 200,000 men gone now. 2,671 artillery pieces, 325 armoured fighting vehicles, 75 self-propelled / armoured cars. All for 1,000 men lost. 777 killed. That's a lot of spicy meatballs. And look at our vehicle need. It's pretty decent. So, yeah, the Red Army is now down to 4.3 million. Or 4,380,000 men. Their order of battles total is supposed to be 4.46. So, this is it. We're bringing them down now. If I can capture all of these and yeah, that's it. We'll never be able to recover from that. And they can't recover from this now. I mean, soon they'll lose even more down here. Which is a lot of forces. I mean, the good thing is we actually have the ability to now take what we need down here. No, so that's Azov. Those forces is just truly awful. Capture that town. So we won't have it now, but we should be able to gain it next turn. So we'll have something like Army Group A or something like that, which is superb. Right, so we have 50 admin points to make all the changes to the order of battle. But I think that'll be fine. Apparently he's under strength, I believe. Okay. I mean, he'll get better soon. Okay, so this doesn't seem to have improved too much. I mean, our group staff is obviously just way over capacity. Only way we'll be able to really deal with that is by gaining the next army group, which we can do. But yeah, that was successful. I mean, Operation Trident so far has netted... How many men has it netted? 250? Maybe just under 300,000? Somewhere in that region. Okay, our 8th Panzer Division is isolated. I thought that was like a Irae, but yeah, that's 8th Panzer isolated. We have another Stub Battalion. Okay. Younger 88s. Let's see. So, good recruitment there. Oh, hello. Nice. So they've sold their 37mm anti-tank guns to the 75mm Pak 40. 60th motorized. Ah, 2 Stuarts. Right, so in the pool there's not too many, which is why it's important to keep recruiting them. Not many Stuarts, is there? I suppose a lot of this equipment is really just being... well... And the reason why we're not using too much of this equipment is the fact that we probably are producing enough to keep our stocks up with German equipment. Obviously, if we had lost a lot of German equipment, like historically, then we would have been using more captured stock. Okay, so to make this work... And this is it. The main push here needs to come from the Finnish forces, along with German forces and these Germans here. We could make that work. And this is it. It's too difficult to get all the way over here. But if I can like start moving down here, and that's just it. I mean, this is really going to hurt them. That's going to cut off a lot of our forces. And then if I can move a little bit further there, make it so even fewer vehicles make it through. Yeah, these forces are counted as cut off. Well, not really cut off, but like far from supply. Same as these forces here. So cut these off, we'll be able to net a lot of Red Army troops. I mean, our vehicle need is getting better. This is it. We have a very effective rail logistical network now, which is fairly decent. We're holding a lot of the cities. There's a lot of partisans, but we hold the vast majority of cities. We do have a logistical hub that is Moscow. Okay. So captured. So captured 1,432. So you can work out the total number there by times in that. Well, the population controlled by times it by 50,000. So 50,000 times. Well, this is rough. This is what I read in the forum. Yeah, so 50,000 times 1,432 is 71,600,000 people. Which is a huge amount of supply. Well, huge amount of population. Almost half of the population of the Soviet Union. Okay. Good news is we can march into bloody Crimea, which I never thought would happen. I mean, look at that. Level 3 fortifications too, and that was swamp as well. So let's do this. I'm going to enjoy this. Here we go. But that's it. These forces now trying to escape. I mean, they knew what was going to happen, so they've escaped over here now. Which is difficult because they've reinforced that area now. But oh well. We'll handle it. Interesting that you have to go through that way. Shows you how bad the terrain is. But the Hungarian army can pursue the retreating Russians. I forgot about that fucking... Fuck. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Ah, well, we'll make do. I mean, I could even have them prone to this command. Okay. I think we should prevent them from escaping, really. Capture all that fuel and supply. There we go. That's cut off now. There we go. Did not ever think I'd be able to take Crimea. But the fact is, once we do take Crimea, that's a lot of forces freed up, and then with the new army group that we should gain next turn, we can have the Hungarians work with it, Italian forces, Romanian forces, and then we can make good our invasion of the Caucasus. It's good though. I mean, the fact that we're just able to free up a lot of troops over here is quite nice. And let's see, how many men are actually under the Hungarian army? I mean, I could take that, take a look at that by going here. So, Hungarian army. So, under Hungarian High Command, we have, yeah, 488,862 men. The army in the field is the 2nd Hungarian army. So let's find that. Right, headquarters. Nation. Hungarian. So we have the 1st Hungarian army, which is the Hungarian, well, is in Hungary. The 2nd army. So I mean, this one only has 30,000 men, that one has 72,000 men. So the actual army in the field has command of 168,870 Hungarian soldiers, 1,427 guns, 142 armored fighter vehicles. Yeah. So the vast majority of the Hungarian army is out here. So that's the total number, but obviously the real number is different. But that's good. The fact that I can not use actual German infantry to do that is good. Bloody partisans. Not enough? Or just that they can't get on there. Okay. Yeah, they'll not have enough. That's it. I mean, the sheer amount of force that we tried to put in there. I still have that. Actually, no, I think that Siege Mortar Battalion has been withdrawn from the core that we did have in the south. So we'll have to look for that and see what we can do. Okay. This we can make work. Jeez, the fact that I can go this far. Yeah, the Caucasus campaign is going to be difficult. good news is we do have the infantry here, which is superb. So we'll be able to definitely cut off these forces and allow the armor to keep on moving. And the armor is going to move up over this way. The good news is that we do have the rails over here, so I can get the rail line moving. Moving and grooving. Moving to get us level. No more movement? I guess not. So, the weather next turn is clear. I mean, this is it. We've got the summer now. I mean, spring and summer. That's a lot of partisans, though. What are we in then? That'll be summer. Spring or summer. Oh, I guess they count as both, really. So, let's see. If I can push this back and move up. That's the thing. I just need to move. Every hex I take this way is good. At the moment, we could make it to there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexes as a crow flies between this Volkov front and complete annihilation. I really wish I had like this line connected. I really should have focused on getting that connected a long time ago. We have Mannerheim here. And the thing is, I could potentially just remove these divisions and have them move northwards to create the pressure there. Possibly. I was always expecting a advance towards Leningrad, and it never really materialized. I suppose the thing is, we kind of have pushed them. I can push these divisions up here as well, so I mean, we just need a good push this way. Close their pocket on them. We might not be able to capture the entirety of the Volkov front, as they've been able to... I don't know, I don't think these forces, judging from where they've come, these forces have come from the north, these forces have come from the east this way. So if I can get to that rail line there, that's good. I mean, that's, what do you call it? Airfield. Don't know what that is, maybe an airfield, I hope an airfield. These are the only combat units here. I mean, these are actual proper combat units. Like, we got 5th Guards Corps, we got the 15th Guards Corps, the 37th Guards Division, 24th Guards Division. In here we have the 22nd Army and the 5th Rifle Corps, and then a Cavalry Corps here, the 11th. Can link our forces up here to supply. We'll have the new army group soon. So yes, guys, this is where we'll leave it off for now. So we'll just go over that again. So that's 201,987 troops so far removed from the Soviet order of battle. That brings our numbers down to 4,370,000. So we are so very close to actually outnumbering them. And once we do outnumber them in terms of manpower with just the Wehrmacht, then the end is going to really accelerate, as I can really put pressure on them like no other time. Taking a quick cursory glance here of what we could potentially do. Might be able to pull something out the bag here. And I could isolate forces like that. I mean, that's 2 tank corps and a cavalry corps. That's quite a lot of force. I'd like to try and somehow surround these forces. I can keep on pushing here. I mean, I could cut these forces off here, actually, just with the infantry. That's quite doable. Yeah, in fact, that's really doable. I don't have to take that one place there. And that would be Cavalry Corps Mounted Divisions, 1st Guards Mounted Division, then Cavalry Corps Tank Brigade Rifle Division. So that's a good number of men there alone. This is it. Then once we do take this, because we have Azov, they'll be cut off and open to annihilation. And this is it. We need to then spend some time fueling the 1st Panzer Army. But now that we have saved our troops from Stalingrad, we can organize it better. So I've been without another Corps headquarters for a long time. I don't think I want to bother doing something like that. I mean, it would look nice. I could probably try and punch through here, but it's very difficult, and I can't even guarantee it So, that's okay. So yes, we'll call it an end here. So thank you guys for watching so very much. I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope to see you all very soon in the future. Do let me know what you think down below. And the final victory isn't too far away, I don't think. Never thought I'd be saying that. And the thing is, if this wasn't Bitter Peace, I think we probably would have won already by now. But with being Bitter Peace, we will go towards the end and destroy them completely to the Urals. So Sevastopol will fall soon, Rozhne could fall soon, Baku will take time, but will eventually fall. Aye. So their total number of losses is now 6.7. 6,739,902 men lost in total now. 3.77 captured. Our losses are 300,000. Well, 383,338 killed. 23,766 captured. 794,837 disabled. I mean, their number of disabled is just huge. The number of killed is absolutely huge as well. Massive, in fact. And as we push deeper into the Soviet Union and capture larger cities like Gorky, etc. That's good. I mean, I did say I'd like to finish the Summer of 1942 along this line, perhaps. And I think we can definitely achieve that. I think it can be done. Actually, I think I said I would try to reach Yaroslavl and I will go there. Which I can, I think. The good news is, once we do reach the winter of 1942, we have a lot of room to fall back to if we even need to. I don't even think we'll need to, because they just don't have the numerical ability to really push us. Just strategically, I mean, they can only push us tactically in certain locations, whereas we are most definitely on the offensive still. So yes guys, goodbye for now, see you all very very soon.